Yo guys, what's up? Bonsi John here, back at you with another Pokemon deck list video and some games. This time we're going to be talking about Turbo Dark. Turbo Dark has always been a really strong deck ever since its first showing, and there's several variations of Turbo Dark. The variation that I am playing is actually, let me see, what's his name? Is actually Chris. I'll put his name in the description. I can't say his last name, but his name's Chris. And he actually came in top at Salt Lake. I'm using his list right now for this video, and it's a very strong list. As you guys can see, I have won 11 on my last 12 games I played with this deck, and that's what I've been sticking with. So let's go ahead and go over the deck real quick. So start off with 4 copies of Darkrai-EX from Breakpoint. This is the one with a Dark Pulse attack for 2 colorless energy. It does 20 damage plus 20 more damage for each dark energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So if you have 5 energy on board, you'll be doing 120 damage for 2 energy, which is really nice. So we play 4 copies of that. Next up, we play 2 copies of Oblivion Wing Yveltal from XY base and Steam Siege, so it is legal for standard play. I'm just using the XY print because I have shiny versions of it. We got the only attack that really going to focus on here is Oblivion Wing, because it's the second attack kind of sucks and it's really high energy cost for what it does. But for 1 energy, you do 30 damage, and you get attach a dark energy from your discard pile when you bench Pokemon. Then you recycle your dark energies that end up in the discard pile. We'll play 1 copy of Hoopa to search out our Darkrai's, as well as our 2 Shaymin-EXs that we use for draw support. Next up, we play 1 copy of Enhanced Hammer, just because of how much special energy is prevalent in the format right now. Disfigure, Mega Mewtwo, Tauros, Greninja Break, Darkrai Giratina, they all play special energy, so Enhanced Hammer is a great card for the popular decks in the format. Play 2 copies of Escape Rope because we play 4 copies of Max Elixir, only letting us hit our bench. The Escape Ropes help us get in our Darkrai with 2 energy on it, rather than having a Darkrai with no or 1 energy stuck in the active. This lets you get another one out, one that's ready to go into the active. Play 4 copies of Max Elixir to accelerate our energy. 1 copy of Switch. This is again along the same lines of Escape Rope, just to switch in and out. It's another switching card. Sometimes you don't necessarily want to make your opponent switch too, so Switch does come in handy. Play 4 copies of Trainers Mail for maximum consistency. We play a lot of trainer cards in this deck, so having 4 Trainers Mail is really nice. 4 copies of Ultra Ball to search out our Hoopa, our Shaymins, our Darkrai's, whatever we need. Grab those, use those Ultra Balls to grab those. 4 copies of VS Seeker because it's VS Seeker and VS Seeker is busted. 1 copy of Parallel City to either narrow down our bench or even possibly narrow down our opponent's bench. It just depends on the situation. Against decks like Quad Lapras, you don't want to narrow down their bench. You actually want to flip it, narrow down your bench, and make them do 20 less damage because they're a water Pokemon. And then something like Volcanion, you definitely want to limit their bench. Mega Mewtwo, you want to limit their bench. Mirror Match against another Turbo Dark, limit their bench, or limit your bench depending upon the situation. Limiting your bench is something you want to do if you want to get rid of your bench is full and you want to get rid of those Shaymins off your bench, just so you don't give up easy prizes. 1 copy of Hex Maniac. This is really good against the Disfigure Vileplume matchup, shutting down their abilities for turn while you get set up. Or against Volcanion, you can shut down their steam up so that way they can't hit you for maximum damage, and therefore they have to 2-shot you instead of trying to 1-shot you. 2 copies of Lysandre. 2 copies of Lysandre. This deck is really nice because lets you, if your opponent retreats in and out, lets you take out damaged Pokemon pretty easily. And always, I think 2 Lysandres in most decks is actually really nice to have. 3 copies of N for draw support and consistency. Olympia, another switching card. This one's a supporter, so therefore you can't get locked out of it from things like item lock. So it's really nice, and plus healing 30 damage is not bad. 4 copies of Sycamore, just because it is the single best draw supporter that we currently have in the game. 1 copy of Team Flare Grunt, just to disrupt energy on our opponent. Sometimes you can be a little slow to set up or get the correct Darkrai in the active, so Team Flare Grunt comes really handy, especially in the Lapras matchup because they are slow to set up. So if say your opponent has 2 energy on their active, active Lapras, you can discard one of those energies and have another turn of setting up. Therefore, by most times you'll actually have a chance of taking that knockout before they get that Lapras set up. 2 copies of the EXP share to conserve our energy on the board. If one of your Darkrai's gets knocked out, you move one of those energies from the Darkrai that got knocked out onto the Darkrai with the EXP share, keeping your Dark Energy board, keeping your damage up. Then we play 2 copies of Fighting Fury Belt to increase our Darkrai's HP and damage. And then we play 12 copies of basic Dark Energy. So let's get going here. And Turbo Dark, there we go. And let's hit some games in. Now, a lot of people have been scooping against me, so we might get some low quality games. We're going sick colorless, so this might be Mega Mewtwo, hopefully. We lost the coin flip. And looks like we are going second. And we start off with the Yveltal, which is not horrible. And let's see what our opponent here does. Okay, so he's starting off with, looks like this looks like a Espeon Gengar deck with Creepshow, so we gotta be careful. Silent Lab here would definitely be amazing as a good card to get. We're gonna Ultra Ball first. We're gonna discard our Dark Energy, and I think the Parallel City here, because I don't think Parallel City is gonna be a huge factor in this matchup. We're gonna go ahead and grab our Hoopa. Looks like one of our Shaymins is prized. 1 Trainers Mail, 1 Sycamore, and a couple energy are prized. Okay, that's not bad. We have access to all our Pokemon, so that's all that really matters. And we have all 4 of our Max Elixir, so we should be good. We're gonna go ahead here in Hoopa. We're gonna grab 2 Darkrai's and a Shaymin. Pretty standard setup here. So we're gonna go ahead and bench both these Darkrai's. And we're actually gonna attach the energy to our Yveltal. I do not think we can get enough energies onto the board before we have to and get a switching card out to take the knockout on Eevee. If we get a Silent Lab, we're definitely gonna play it because our other Shaymin is prized, and if we get that energy, we can stop him from energy evolutioning, therefore slowing him down. Although if he has Espeon in hand, doesn't really matter. So we get nothing really off of that Shaymin. Let's go ahead and Trainer's Mail here. See if we can get. Ooh, we got the Escape Rope. Do we really need the Escape Rope though? No, we do not. None of these cards I really want. Okay, let's grab the Hex Maniac though, because we're gonna Sycamore. So get that into our discard pile in case it does end up being useful. Let's go ahead and fill up our bench here because our other Shaymin's prized, and we don't really need anything else. We got a Fighting Fury Belt, which is nice. And then let's go ahead and Oblivion Wing, do some damage. Drop this energy onto the one with the energy and the Fighting Fury Belt on it, and pass off to our opponent. And let's see what they do. Where did I put my soda? There it is. Alright, so he evolves into a Haunter. He's probably going to confuse both of us, which does suck. Now we do get the Escape Rope, it is going to be really nice. We don't get the Escape Rope. We don't have an N or anything, but we can. VS Seeker. Let's grab the Olympia. I forgot we discarded that. Grab the Olympia here. We're going to switch out into our Darkrai. And then we're going to go ahead and Dark Pulse here for 110 damage. Take the knockout on the Eevee, grab our prize, and we get the Trainers Mail. Which is really nice, because we can use that to grab a Max Elixir or something else. Now if he doesn't get a basic Pokemon down here, we have the knockout, and he scoops. Okay. Moving on. Right now I'm actually recording this about 7 o'clock at night, which is usually different from my normal videos. Usually I tend to record in the middle of the night while I'm off from work. But I'm just recording a little bit different at a time. We're getting a little bit different quality games. In the middle of the night we tend to get more meta decks and less of the regular people just grinding up. Also, we're kind of late into the season, so I'm kind of low on the ladder in comparison. But Been getting some pretty good games as of late. Just goes in spurts. Sometimes I'll get like 3 or 4 games against, you know, meta decks, and sometimes I'll get 3 or 4 games against people with just random decks they put together to finish their daily challenges. We don't get a basic Pokemon. Based off what I saw of his deck types, this looks like it might be some kind of evolutions deck of some kind. Maybe Vespiquen or Lurantis. If it is Vespiquen, we do have to be very careful. So we're going to go ahead and drop this Darkrai down. He gets an extra card off of us. And let's see what he flips over. Flips over a Shaymin, which tells us nothing. He's going to go ahead and level ball here. Let's see your grabs. Okay, so he's playing Disfigure with fire and lightning. Oh, is this the Disfigure evolutions deck that Yellow Swellow showed off a while ago? Or maybe he has a lot of tech cards, I don't know. But he discards a Gloom and a Rowlet to grab a Rowlet that he just grabbed when he just grabbed a Rowlet, so he must have a Shaymin or something in hand. He's trying to dig through his deck. He's probably playing Revitalizer too. So he gets the double colorless and the Floatstone. He's dropping down a Forest. He's gonna Enes, which is not horrible. I would have liked to keep this. I would have liked to kept the Silent Lab. Hopefully we get out of this item lock if it does come down. Doesn't look like it is coming down though. Okay, so we avoid the item lock, which is nice. Let's go ahead and Trainers Mail first. Ooh, let's see what we have here in this hand. We kind of have to grab the Ultra Ball. As much as I want that Sycamore. So let's go ahead and discard the Switch and the VS Seeker, I guess. If he gets the item locked down, that VS Seeker's not going to do us anything. And we do not have Hoopa. That would have been nice to know before I Ultra Balled, but oh well. Would have known anyway because I didn't have a search card. We missed the Elixir, which does suck. So we're going to go ahead and drop this on the bench Darkrai in case we do draw another Elixir off this Shaymin. And we hit the Elixir. There we go. We hit the energy off the Elixir. We're going to go ahead and Escape Rope. We're going to take a knockout on his Rowlet or his Oddish off here, I think. They both have 60 HP, right? Yep, so we're going to take a knockout on the Oddish, which is nice. Go ahead and drop this down, and then I want to Hex so he can't Shaymin. And then let's go ahead and just Dark Pulse and knock out this Oddish. We really need to pull a Stadium card. There we go, we pulled a Stadium card, so now we can slow him down. Next turn, we're going to apply Ultra Ball for a Shaymin. To definitely help our chances of getting out cards. Hopefully he doesn't item lock us this turn though. He hit the Gloom. He doesn't have Vileplume in his discard pile, so he has to have the Ultra Ball for it, or has to. You can't Shaymin. Why did you play? Oh god. So now we can't Ultra Ball for the anything. We can't Elixir either. We have to draw a Lysandre. Is what we need to draw. We get, and he just scoops for no reason. I don't understand why he scooped. Okay, I'll take the win. I don't understand why he scooped there. He was in a pretty good position. He item locked us. We didn't have that much energy on board. I don't understand why he just scooped so quick. Alright, so let's go ahead and get another game in, guys. Let's try to get a game where someone doesn't scoop on us and we actually get a good showcase of the deck. And of course, as I say that, I see just a pure colorless deck, and I just go, what the heck is this? I like his coin, though. Got the Pirate Pikachu coin. This hand is pretty atrocious. We're gonna start Yveltal on the active, because if he doesn't end us or anything, we're just gonna Sycamore away all these Dark Energies. Okay, I have no idea what this guy's playing. No idea. He's playing some janky. Okay, he has a Shaymin, so I'm assuming his deck is actually functional. What pure colors deck is there? Discards a Fighting Fury Belt off the Acrobike. Okay, did he just discard a Shaymin? Oh, is this Tauros Hammers? This might be Tauros Hammers. Okay. That makes a little bit more sense, okay. Well, we get the other Darkrai, so we're gonna go ahead and Enhanced Hammer off that energy. Drop the energy here, and then Sycamore away the rest of our energy. Now having 4 of our 12 energy currently on the... And he just scoops again! God damn it, people! Somebody play a game out with me! What is this, game 4 or game 5 now in this video? Gosh. How do people like Trainer Chip do it? I'm like, oh my god. Oh yeah, and then I also got this Trainer Chip that has a really good video on this exact deck list. I will link his video in the description. And we won the coin flip. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we start with the Yveltal again, which is not horrible. We can actually work with this hand here. This hand looks pretty horrible, but we can actually work with it. So he's playing Item Lock. So let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. We'll discard the N in the Dark Energy. And we have Hoopa available to us. All of our Pokemon are not prized except for one. We have one Yveltal prized. One... Nope, that's not prized. One Trainers Mail is prized. Looks like one VS Seeker is prized. One Silent Lab. One Sycamore. And one Fighting Fury Belt. Okay. So all those prizes are workable around. We just have to keep in mind that we have one VS Seeker prize, so we have to be careful with our VS Seekers until we get it. We're gonna grab 2 Darkrai's and a Shaymin. Pretty standard stuff. I think I'm gonna put the Dark Energy though on the Yveltal. Actually, let's go ahead and Max Elixir first. Okay, so we hit the Elixir. He went first, didn't he? No, we went first. Okay, so if he had went first, we would have actually took the Doctor, but we are first. I thought we lost the coin flip. We hit another Elixir. That's nice. Do we want to end here, or do we want to Silent Lab? Let's go ahead and Silent Lab so he can't Shaymin without playing a Stadium. We get a Fighting Fury Belt, which is nice. Go ahead and drop the Fighting Fury Belt here. Do we want to Shaymin for the 2 extra cards now? We don't really need the Ultra Ball for anything. I don't really want to discard cards needlessly either. Oh, we can't. Oh, damn it. TCGO. I didn't want to play that card. God damn it. Just realized I can't even Shaymin. Stupid TCGO logic. Card was halfway out. You must have played it. Hopefully that doesn't screw us over. Oh, so it's like Lurantis. This is not Decidueye. Okay. So we have the Olympia for next turn. If we need to take a knockout quickly. Gonna grab that Ultra Ball. He's gonna grab Lurantis probably off of this. Grabs the Shaymin, okay. Not horrible for us. Oh, he had the Lurantis in hand. Okay. He's gonna set up for 4. Okay, so that's all he does. Now, question is, do I prioritize knocking out this Oddish so we don't get item locked, or do I go ahead and grab, I guess we hit these, we try to see if we hit these Elixir first. Hit 1. Hit 2. We should Trainers Mail, actually. Go ahead and grab that VS Seeker. We're gonna go ahead and try and knock out this Oddish right now. Yeah, we have to go for the Oddish knockout. Go ahead and bring out our Darkrai and Dark Pulse. Hitting for 130 damage. Grabbing. Ooh, we got the Silent Lab, so we can bump his stadium and actually start slowing him down a little bit. He revitalizes for the Oddish, so he probably has Gloom or something in hand. No, he does not. He Sycamores. What did he discard? Discarded a Forest. Oh, that is his last Forest in his discard pile. Oh, wow. Although I don't blame him, because that looks like a dead hand to me. Oh, wow. So, we're gonna since we, okay, so he can hit us for 150 next turn, which is not enough to knock us out. So, we're gonna go ahead and Lysandre out that Gloom. And then we're gonna bump his stadium. They usually play a 2-2 line. So, one whole line's gone. We're gonna go ahead and VS Seeker for the Lysandre preemptively, just in case he manages to get out that item lock again next turn. But unless he gets another Grass Energy onto this Lurantis, he can't knock us out. We have no more Max Elixirs left. We're planning to go out into Yveltal to bring energy back on the board, and there you go. He got the energy. He's gonna level ball for a Moral. Okay, so he's playing Shiinotic. Uses his GX move. We're gonna go ahead out and bring out our Yveltal just to get more energy back on the board. Question is now, do I want to Team Flare Grunt or do I want to Lysandre? We have 2 Darkrais left in our deck still. If I can Lysandre out the Shaymin, and they can waste an energy. Is there anything on here with a high retreat cost? No, everything has retreat cost of 1. Huh. So I guess we Team Flare Grunt? Does Team Flare Grunt even do anything though? No, it doesn't. So let's just go ahead and bring out that Shaymin. And then, do we Ultra Ball for anything? I don't think so. I think we just Oblivion Wing here. Throw an energy onto our Darkrai. Hits the energy to retreat out of the Shaymin. He's gonna Lysandre us. Oh, he's gonna take a knockout on the Shaymin. Okay, that's okay. So we're gonna be doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 damage with our Darkrai. I think that's good enough. Trainer's Mail is good here. I don't really want anything out here. Let's grab the VS Seeker just in case, though. We could end him down to 2 cards, which I think is actually probably the right move to do here. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball, though. Grab another Darkrai out, even though we don't need it. Let's just bring out some more. Thin out our deck a little bit, get rid of some cards that we're gonna throw back with N. Go ahead and end him, and end us down. Oh, we really like the Parallel City. Did I discard that earlier? No, I did not, so it's still in the deck. Go ahead and drop energy here, and then Dark Pulse for 120. So he's gonna heal for 30, bring him down to 90. We're gonna hit it for another 120, which is knockout. Okay. Weakness Policy doesn't do anything in this matchup. He Solar Blades us. I don't think he has another way of getting out a. Do we want to give him another card? Not really. I don't really see why we would. Do we have Olympia live? Yeah, we do. But we don't have any energy on this one. Okay, actually, it doesn't matter if he doesn't have the energy, so let's just go ahead and Dark Pulse him. I was thinking if he draws Lurantis, we might lose, but he doesn't have the energy necessary to start taking knockouts on us, so we're fine. Brings out the Fomantis. Now, next, if he doesn't get an N here, okay, so we can take the knockout on the Shaymin with a Lysandre here from our VS Seeker and win us the game. I guess he's, yeah. I don't know what he's doing. He probably doesn't think we have the VS Seeker. Even though there's 2 available, he knows there's 2 available to us still. Drops the Float Star on the Shaymin. That doesn't matter though. Let's just go ahead and drop energy here. VS Seeker for a Lysandre. Lysandre out his Shaymin and try to hit him. Let me hit you for your scoop. Let me hit you for your scoop. There we go. Got it. Okay. All right, guys. So this has been Turbo deck profile Turbo Dark. Turbo Dark's a really strong deck. It's been topping at pretty much every regionals for like the last 6 months, I'd say. There's not a whole lot that really stops it either. With having your worst matchups are there's definitely Decidueye item lock, but it's not unwinnable. It's just slightly out of your favor against things like Quad Lapras. If they hit the hammers, it can be very difficult to squeeze out those kind of wins I've experienced. And another thing that would stop this deck is if fighting became prevalent with Lycanroc. I'm not sure if Lycanroc's strong enough to knock out this deck. But cards I definitely think would benefit this deck would probably be Tapu Lele. I don't know if it's going to be exceptionally good, but it'd be good counter to high energy cost attackers like Lugia and Mewtwo. But till that next time, guys, peace out. Have a good one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Peace out. Or at least it's an idea. Let's get Professor's letter.